Hey folks, Nas here. Appreciate everybody joining me again for another No Man's Sky All Alone series video. Alrighty, so in the last video we finished up the cactus and fishing base. I did ask you guys to maybe leave a comment, start giving me some ideas for base names. So like this one here is our main storage base. I've got all the storage units here. The last base that we did, let me go to the teleporter real quick. Last base that we've been working on the last few episodes is the cactus and fish base. So it has the cactus plants planted around it, and obviously it's focused around fishing because it's on the water. And then we have the All Alone base 1, which is our original base that we started the series at. We kind of took over a minor settlement and used it as our own until we made the base that we're currently in, which is the storage base. We do have a portal base for Euclid. I plan on my 5th base, which is the requirement for the series. I plan on my 5th base to be the portal base in the next galaxy. Now granted, you can have more than 5 bases, obviously, if you're needing other things, but 5 is what, you know, I set for the rules for the series and everything, which you can find the rules in the description of every one of these videos. That way, if you are following along, or you want to follow along, or you want to start following along, you kind of have the rules set up there. That way, if you wanted to follow along as I'm playing, the very first episode shows all the settings and stuff that I used. So you can feel free to go back to episode 1. I may try and put a little link at the top of the screen if you are just now joining the series. But anyway, if you would, leave me a comment below on different base names for, you know, the different bases, and I will name them from your comments. But anyway, what I would like to do today, first off, is we have to build all of the Exocrafts. So you have to purchase them and you have to build them. Now, you do not have to build the summoning station, and you do not have to build the Nautilin platform. Just the other 6 items. So with the Pilgrim, the Nomad, the Roamer, the Colossus, the Minotaur, and the Nautilin Chamber are the ones that are required for the series, if that's what you're doing. Now, we have built the Nautilin, the Minotaur, the Colossus, and the Roamer. So the Colossus and the Roamer and the Minotaur are at the first base, the Frost Planet base. The Nautilin Chamber is at the Cactus Fish base. I'm going to build the Nomad today, here in just a few minutes, at this base, the storage base, because it has paraffinium on this planet. So it just made sense to put it on this planet. And then the Pilgrim Geobay, I'm planning on building at the base. Once we jump to a new galaxy, I'll build it at that portal base there. So let's go ahead and grab the Nomad Geobay. Words are hard today. And let me find my front door. We're going to color it. Storm clearing. Okay. Now, I don't necessarily want to put it right here in the circle because it's kind of tight to like drive it out. So I think I'm just going to put it outside the circle. Which way is it facing? See, I can't even see which way that daggum thing is facing. I think I need to spin it all the way around like that. That way, when you drive away, you're facing away from the base. That just makes sense. Or here, actually, let me turn the controls because I would walk through this path right here. So let me just put the controls at facing the path. Let's head out here real quick. Yeah, there it is. And I need to modify it so we can at least color it. been doing that on most of the vehicles. We'll save the changes. Yeah, that way we got a little purple Nautilus and stuff. And of course, you can upgrade this thing. You got to add the hazard protections to most of these vehicles except the Minotaur. That way you are somewhat protected from the elements while you're out and about. And of course, you see that there are many upgrades that I've already got that you can put on these as well. But I'm strictly just placing this to satisfy the rules for the playthrough here. Alrighty, I think what we're going to do next is we're actually going to start working our way to the center of the galaxy. So I did find a quick shortcut portal list to get to the center of the galaxy. That way we can use our planetary portal to jump as close as we can to the center of the galaxy. I don't know who the creator is, but whoever made this, thank you. It's awesome. But, and I'll put it on the screen, that way you can see it and everything. That way you can see the portal, or the glyphs addresses for how close you can get to the center of the galaxy. But I was short on ionized cobalt, so I wanted to gather a little bit and make a little more. Yeah, 225, that should be more than enough. Let's see, I've still got pyrite in my pocket. I think I have everything that I need to build a base in the Colossus. Well, let me rephrase that. I have the building materials for a base, because I like to use a little prefab stuff. We need the silver for the pilgrim, right? Yeah. Ooh, and 5 dihydrogen jelly. Do I have, whoops, do I have dihydrogen jellies? All right, let me make some jellies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we've got enough to actually make the pilgrim. We need that. That's going to end up going in the Colossus. Let me just grab some things to charge the portal with, because I think I'd like to do the jump today. Okay, so I think I've got what I need to make the jump. So to charge the portal, I typically like to use the condensed carbon, the sodium nitrate, the ionized cobalt, and then of course some type of stellar metal. In this case, I've got the cadmium. I have more cadmium than I do of the emerald. I don't, hang on, we can use the new purple stuff. Do I have any of that? Nope. Yeah, the activated quartzite. I think it was just quartzite. We're going to take this and see if it can be used and how many it takes. But I don't think it's activated quartzite. I think it's just quartzite. I don't know that you can use any of the activated stuff. And then we're going to use that chart. And we're going to jump to the center of the system. There's one on there that says it gets us within 3,200 light years of the center of the to the core, basically, of the galaxy. So I think we're going to try that and see how that works. We're going to create a save. We're going to go to our portal base. All right, this is our portal base. Now, what I should... Oh, it's still active. Oh, that's cool. Damn, it's been a while. At least a week since I've activated this thing. Okay, well, that's good. Let's see. So I don't need to charge it. Starship. I got jump fuel, so we should be good on jumps. I mean, my jump range is 1400, so I should easily be able to make 3200 light years. What, 3 jumps? Okay. That should be good. Now, remember, going through the center of the galaxy, we have to change to ships and multi-tools that are junk because it's going to damage stuff. And we have to take off all of our technology and put it in our pocket, so to say, before we actually go through the center of the portal. And I still have, let me see if I can find it. Actually, I have many ships, actually, but I still have my radiant pillar. So that's what I was going to try and use to go through the center of the galaxy. So, and then do I have a second multi-tool? I did not check that. I might have to go back and pick up that cheap-ass multi-tool from the first base. Let's see. Summon. No. Gear. Multi-tool. Oh, I do have another one. There's my B. Well, it's no longer B class. What is this one? Multi-tool. Yeah, this was a C class. So I can switch to this. Okay. That's what we wanted to make sure of. But I'm going to put my first multi-tool back on. There we go. I could have just pressed 1 because it was tied to that. I guess we're ready to go. I guess we're ready to jump. Let's go see what we can do, actually. All right. Let's open this up. Oh, we do have to charge it. Well, that is weird. Because that sure looks like it's activated to me. But, okay. Let's charge it then. Nope, I don't want to scan. I want to charge. Let me go through and charge this.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Okay, so on the cadmium, you have to have the quartzite, not the activated. So that's what I was thinking. But we got the cadmium, so we can get it done. Alrighty, there we go. We're charged. We're going to go through a little bit of dialogue. And we're going to activate portal. Now we can enter the address. Now I'm going to use that number 8 on that shortcuts list, which is going to be, it looks like it's going to be 11 of the number 1 and then 1 number 9. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then the little mosquito. Let's see where that's going to take us. There we go. That's activated. We're going to create a little save point. In case something goes buggy and we got to reload real quick. Uh-oh. Okay, well, let's get to the ship. It is an extreme sentinel planet. Let's go ahead and take off. All right, so number 8 is an extreme sentinel planet. So be mindful of that, especially if you're playing in Permadeath. But I was able to get to my ship and get the heck out of Dodge before the Sentinels spotted me. I'm going to go land at the space station just to see what kind of goodies are at the space station, because you know we get those little yellow boxes. Storage augmentation for the ship. Emergency signal scanner. We're going to use one of those before the end of the series, because I have yet to use those. Oh, salvage data. Exosuit upgrade. I don't think I can upgrade any more of my cargo. Yeah, my cargo is full. I can upgrade my technology, though. Go ahead and grab that. Now, how many planets are in this system? 4. Now, it said that it was first contact when I went through the portal system, but clearly it was not first contact because it was discovered 9 years ago by whoever that person is, and they've discovered all 4 of the planets in this system, or somebody has. Yeah, see, vitamin R. Oh, I discovered that. Oh, it was first contact. What? That does not seem right. I think that's a bug. Meatbag. I'm pretty positive somebody else discovered that planet, but 9 years ago, they didn't have abandoned mode, so. Just little things. All right, we're going to hop out, create a restore point at least, and then let's go to space and see how far we really are from the center of the galaxy. See if it's accurate at 3,200. I'm going to open the map. I'm going to check the top left of the screen. Yeah, look at that. 3,295 light years to the center of the galaxy. There we go. Galactic center. Now, this line typically should... Oh, that looks like it's going to be one jump. And then we're there. Okay. Let's jump to this dissonant system. There we go. Discovered by Santa Claus. That's awesome. Alrighty. Let's go check the space station again. Alright, let's see what kind of goodies we get out of these yellow boxes. Ooh. Multi-tool expansion slot. Warp hypercore. Nice. Another salvage data. Let's go ahead and grab the Exosuit expansion slot. Now, we are supposed to have at least 1 billion units in our pocket. You can see we've got 1.7 billion still. Yeah, we're going to upgrade the technology because the cargo's full. Now, we have to take all of this stuff out. Let me sort my inventory. So we have to remove all of the technology that we can out of our exosuit. We have to switch the multi-tool, which we can do that just by switching the multi-tool. So now that multi-tool is a C-class junk multi-tool. We have to change our ship. So this ship is going to disappear when I summon the other one. And I don't know if I have fuel in the other one. And you have to have a full warp drive. Like the warp drive has to be full. Can I? No. I just want one. That's all I want. Yes. C. Let's, yeah, see, there we go. That's what I wanted. I was trying to figure out how to split the stack. I've been playing a different game, and stack splitting is a little bit different. I should probably take something for the pulse engine. Let's go ahead and take a little stack of stuff for the pulse engine and for the launch thrusters. It's fine to have that in my inventory. Okay. Hop out of the ship. And we're going to summon the Radiant Pillar, which landed in the same spot. And did we have anything left in here? No. But the hyperdrive is not full, so we're going to fill it with a hypercore. I'll go ahead and fill up that. Launch thrusters are full. We have nothing else in there. That'll be fine. Multi-tool is that. Now we just have to deal with our exosuit. So let me remove everything I can. So to store it, if it is not a storable item, it will not give you the option to store. You can see at the bottom of this little tooltip, it says move technology. But if I go to the one below it, it says move, store, and dismantle. So anything that says store technology, you want to hit the appropriate key and then store it in your inventory. If you want, you can take a screenshot so you know how you had it placed before. I'm not too terribly concerned about that, but we're going to store everything that we can store in our exosuit. Okay, that is everything that I can store. And these items, if they do break, we should be able to either have or acquire the materials very easily. Alrighty, let's jump out. We're going to create a restore point, and we are going to hop back in our radiant pillar. Because we are ready to jump to the center of the galaxy. Now, we're going to light that line up. And then here we go. So you don't go into free mode, you stay in lock mode, and then you kind of, I move my mouse in a circular motion until we can, where did I go? Wait a minute. Did I not make that last jump? Did not. Oh. What? This is telling me I'm not close enough yet? Can I not? Yeah, see, it's telling me I got to go here. It's got to get me closer. So we're at 3,000 light years. Okay, I may have to summon my Iron Vulture back in to get some more launch fuel. That's okay. Let's finish. Let's get close enough until that line. The line to the next jump has to go to the center of the galaxy. And I didn't zoom out when I did it the first time. I assumed it was going to the center of the galaxy. We're just going to jump. I'm not going to save these systems. Now, where does that go? That is going to where? Yes. So the line now is going to the center of the galaxy. Okay. So now I am not in free mode. You can see there's a little yellow thing around my circle. We got to get it where it highlights. You can see on the left side of my screen, it's blinking select star. So that's where we get that little yellow thing. Touch that and hold the button down, hold the left click. Hyperdrive has no fuel. See, I got to have fuel. So I got to land or go to the space station. Okay, at least I know we can do it now. I just completely forgot that the Radiant Pillar doesn't have the range as my Iron Vulture. So we're going to land at the space station. I'm going to summon my Iron Vulture and get another Hypercore. Actually, let me go check the yellow boxes real quick. I might get one in one of these yellow boxes. So let me check those real quick. Booster. Banned weapons, really? And salvage data. Okay, whatever. Grab our technology slot here. I don't want the banned goods on me, so I'm just going to delete them. Then let me summon in my Iron Vulture. Iron Vulture, there it is. I should just be able to go into the Starship and grab one Hypercore and then summon back in my Radiant Pillar. There it is. We're going to create a hard save by hopping out of our ship, a restore point. Then we are at 100%. Now we should be able to make the jump. I do this every time I jump through a center of the galaxy for the first time in a playthrough or something. I do this every time. Like I forget something. Okay, so we're not in free mode. We're going to move our cursor, get that little yellow thing down at the bottom there to select the star, and we're going to hold left click. And then here we go. Alrighty, we are in the Hilbert dimension. We get to begin initialization, so it's just like starting over. Looks like we're going to be on a hot planet. It's 127 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Which won't be bad, because once it gets done doing this whole initialization thing, we can summon our ship, our Iron Vulture. We can change our multi-tool and all of that good stuff.
User initialization sequence complete.
Alrighty, so none of these items have been damaged. But the multi-tool, you can see that more items are damaged. All these things were working up here before, now they're all damaged. But we have a solution for that. We can switch to, actually I can just press 1 and it switches my multi-tool. Yeah, see there's our multi-tool. I didn't have to take anything out of it. It's the A class. Now the Starship, we're supposed to go find your Starship, which is the marker in the center of the screen there. That's going to be the Radiant Pillar, but I can summon my Iron Vulture. Just like that. Oh, there's animals on this planet. Nice. Need the nanites. I should probably go do that. But let me get into the safety of my ship. Change views there. And we can watch the temperatures and stuff, but I can go through now and I can reinstall all of my technology in my Exosuit, and then we are ready to explore. Now, before I do anything, I am going to go to the space station and save this space station. Where's the space station? That way we have a space station location. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but we have a space station in the new galaxy. Undiscovered planet. Yeah, we're going to go through and discover all these planets. And then I am also going to find a portal system, a planetary portal in this system here that we're currently in. That was a fun ride. Okay. Nothing like taking the wide view. Alright, we're going to hop out of there. We've saved this space station now. Let's go check the goodies and grab the upgrade for the technology. I barely have enough jet pack stuff to even get up that little area. Hyper module. Salvage data. 2. We get 2 salvage. Oh, a polyfiber. Ooh, nice. That's a good find. Okay. Let's get the exosuit upgrade. There. Perfect. Actually, standing here. That way you can probably see me a little bit better this time. Anyway, I think we're going to call this an episode. I will reset all of my technology stuff in my exosuit between episodes. But we are now in the Hilbert system. So now we've got a little bit of stuff ahead of us that we need to do. Build a base here. So I want to find a portal and then build a base. I'm going to do it in the system that we're standing in. Makes sense since this was the first system that we dropped into. But anyway, again, if you would, leave a comment below. Leave me some base name ideas. That way we can name all of these different bases. So I'll choose some of the best names that you guys give me or whatever in the comments below. But anyway, I appreciate everybody joining me. And we will see you folks in the next one. You take care and happy hunting.